Get ready with me. I'm gonna try new makeup. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty brushes and we're gonna chat, cabin life update. It's gonna be a good video. We just had the Sephora sale, so all the new stuff I got, I will be using today in this video. And let's just have a chatty, get ready with me and try some new makeup. If you happen to be new here, my name is Janine. I am 49 years old in menopause, and on this channel, we talk about all things midlife. I try to help you guys thrive in midlife, look and feel your best. I'm a weight loss coach, and on this channel, you get videos about makeup, beauty, fashion, nutrition, weight loss, menopause, HRT. Basically, you guys, I'm your midlife BFF. I'm the BFF that you go to when you have questions about midlife, you're in a rut, all that stuff. So if that kind of content is something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified. Now let's get into it. I just wanted to do get ready with me video. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup and we'll be talking through my products. I'm just gonna do some milk primer. And for those of you who are not new, you already know this, but this is a temporary location for me. I'm actually in a cabin right now. I'm living in a cabin because we moved from our hometown and our new home is not ready. So we are passing the time in a cabin. We've already been here for 2 weeks and we're gonna be here another month. And it's slow and fast, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's slow and fast. The days go by fast, but the time goes by slow. Does that make sense? Anyways, we're gonna start out with some tried and true products. But when I get to the new stuff that I just bought at the Sephora Sale, but I do wanna take this time to shout out this amazing brush holder. As you guys know, like I said, I'm traveling. I've been traveling a lot and I love that this holds all of my brushes in it. And the best part is it's travel friendly because you just unzip it and then it pulls down into itself. And then it's like a little brush holder that's a standalone. So all my brushes are here and I can see all of them. So I don't know when it was maybe December that I started using BK Beauty. But ever since I bought my BK Beauty brushes, it rejuvenated my love of makeup. There is nothing like a good brush and they're really good price too. And they're just the best quality. Anyway, so I've got all of my brushes pretty much right now are BK Beauty. I'm gonna try to call them out. This is the Nikki LaRose collab. She did a collab with them. She has a whole set. I have her whole set. I love this. This is the N17 brush. I think that this is one of her most popular brushes, but I'm gonna do the Cali Ray Sun Drip just to give myself some color. It actually snowed here yesterday and it's cold and it's May and it's cold. I don't think I expected. It's not like I planned and we had to pack very little. I basically was like, we need to pack whatever we can fit in one suitcase each so that we can not have tons of luggage lugging around. So it's like, I don't have a lot of warm clothes or anything. So this just gives me, it's like a serum that gives you some color because I feel so pale. But anyways, I'm not prepared necessarily. I just realized I'm super leopard out. I love leopard. If you're not new, then you know this. Anyway, so I'm not prepared with tons of clothes. In fact, there's no laundry here. So we have to go to a laundromat and I was actually so excited to go to the laundromat yesterday because now I feel like I have clothes again. I literally was wearing on my last of everything. And so also my foundation, this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And it's a little light for me, especially when I put this on first. The cool thing about these drops is if you have a winter foundation, you can just bronze it up a little bit with these drops. So I'm also gonna put some drops in there. Now this is my favorite foundation brush from BK Beauty. I think this is what put them on the map. This is their one brush. It's very large. It feels like velvet. That's the feel of it. And you can put your foundation on very quickly and it goes on just so nice. I swipe a little bit, but I like to press in. This is like a foundation brush and a beauty blender had a baby. And a few of their brushes are like that. I would describe like that, but this one definitely. And you just get your whole face with foundation so fast because it's so large, but it feels so good on your skin. So while we've been here in the cabin, I've been buying stuff for the new house and getting ready for the move and doing a lot of Amazon deliveries. And I just posted a video earlier this week, so if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. I have it was like a Mother's Day gift guide, but it's also just like home kitchen essentials that I've found, some really cool things. And I'm wondering if I should do some videos before I move of the other stuff that I've found, or if I should just wait until I move and show it then. What do you guys think? Comment and let me know. And what kind of content can I do for you over this next few weeks before I move? Now, when I move, going back to my usual content, which is the full days of eating, vlogs, that stuff is going to be very regular again, but I'm also gonna incorporate a lot of home content because I have this passion for home organization. I always have, and just like utilizing space and I don't know, just organizing things. I always have. It's my happy place. It's what I do if I'm getting stressed or like I'm going through something, is I'll organize things. It's so funny. It's just like a defense mechanism I have. It's instead of turning to food or emotional eating, I'll organize a drawer. Anyway, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of that. And so I'm gonna have content very specific to that on my channel. Let me just show you guys this too. I think I've shared this quite a bit, but this is my Leatherology makeup bag. And this was perfect for this stage of my life because it fits. This is the small size too, and it fits an obscene amount of makeup in there. It's kind of crazy. Obviously, this is not my whole makeup collection, but it's a lot of it, and it includes all the new products that I just got, and it still has room. I could still buy more things. All right, let's do my brows. So I want to know from you guys, have you gone through a move? I've heard that moves are one of the most stressful things you can go through in life. And I think if you add the fact, I need to trim my eyebrows, they're a little long. If you add in the fact that we moved out of the area and that we couldn't move immediately we had a time before we could move into our permanent location, like there was a gap of 6 weeks, and that adds to it. But just even a regular move, I've heard, has been one of the most stressful things people could go through. I've just been trying to roll with the punches, but it's hard to feel displaced. It's hard to not have, I'm someone that craves my routine. Definitely got to do some plucking and some work on these brows. I will do a little bit of this product because this is new. I got this with the Sephora sale. This is the Makeup by Mario brow pencil, and I don't really need it right now, but I wanted to show it to you guys. I do like it for filling in the brows, building up your brows. If you're like me, I overplucked in the 90s, so my brows are suffering because of that. This area right in here, they don't even grow hair in there. So in order to get a decent brow, it's all filled in or microbladed, but even the microblading has faded. I'm gonna have to find a new person in my new location. That's another thing, that when you move, new nail salon, so many things. The only thing I'm not gonna do though is I'm not gonna find a new hairstylist because I have to fly home every 2 months for the podcast anyways. So I'm just gonna make it a little trip every time and get my hair done because I've been going to the same person for a long time, and I'm on this hair growth journey with her right now too, doing a regimen that she prescribed. So I'm not about to start over with all of that. I don't know. I've always struggled with thin hair since I was young, but when going into menopause and just honestly, anytime my life, there's any stress, extra stress in my life, I notice it impacts my hairline. Ironically, I think it was like on my last video, someone actually made a really rude comment about it. It just shocks me when people make rude comments. But for one, what she was describing, it was because I didn't part my hair exactly in the middle, so it looked a little crazy and it looked worse than it was. But for two, my hair does get impacted when I'm under stress, and the last few months have been really stressful as we geared up for this huge change in our lives. This, by the way, you guys, this brush is the oh my God, I can't read anything. The N15. It is such a good brush. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna use it a few different times, but there's these little hairs at the top that help with blending. It's really good to blend out cream shadow. Maybe I should use my cream shadow today and show you. This is good as a standalone or as a base if you're gonna use more shadow. This is the new Giorgio Armani liquid eyeshadow in 25M. I love these so much, but this brush is the perfect match for this shadow. So all I do is I just messily put it across the lid, so easy, and then you just take this brush and first you tap on the lid to even it out, and then you can just swipe back and forth and blend it on up. Those little hairs at the top will blend it nicely. Today, because I want to show you new makeup, I'm going to use it just as a base, but you could easily just use this shadow alone. So this brush, excellent for that. It's also really good for concealer. It's good for a lot of things. Let's do some eyeshadow because I want to show you guys my new palette. This is the I Need a Warm palette from Natasha Denona. This is the palette I got with the Sephora sale, and I've been using it and I really love it. Let's get my BK Beauty 201 brush. And since I already have a base, I'm just gonna go right in with this little bit of a darker color. If I didn't already do that base with that, I would start here. But let's go in with this one. And what I like to do with shadow, you want to be careful and not put it all over. I like to just do small little circle movements and build it. Obviously, I'm going to take my time here because it's just a leisure video. If I was busy or if this was like a work morning or something like that, I would do that liquid shadow and just be done with it. But I want to show you this beautiful palette. I will link everything that I use in today's video down in the description, but I'm also going to link it in YouTube Shopping. And if you click on the little shopping bag on the screen, all of everything will pop up there. And that's an easy way to access any of these things as well. So now let's go in with, I love this brush from, I need to wash my brushes by the way, but full disclosure, they're dirty, all of them. N13 from Nikki LaRose. I love the whole set from Nikki LaRose. This is a good full set to get, and I'll definitely link it because she has so many good brushes. But let's do a darken the inner corner with this one. So then this one, I'm just really gonna concentrate it. And since you're over 40 here, I'm gonna move this so I can get a better angle for you guys. Get my little, you are going to, for the crease, you don't actually put it in the crease. You pretend and you put it a little above the crease. And this is going to give you an eyelid. This is going to, if you have droopy eyelids or hooded eyelids, this will give you the illusion of a nice eyelid and a lifted, sculpted look. And if you just keep blending, if things look a little crazy still. I like to go in with, this is the BK Beauty 203 brush. And with this one, I'm gonna take this light matte shade and I'm gonna go in here a little bit so that it doesn't narrow the eyes. This will open things up a little bit. I'd actually prefer to go in with even a little lighter. Do I have my crayon from Laura Mercier? I do. Let's use this one, Natural. That actually is better. It's lighter. And that one we're gonna use, I think we're done with that for right now. We're gonna use that to lighten up the inner. I've actually been trying to get this in Vanilla Kiss for the inner corner, but it's always sold out. So I'm just gonna put it in and then go in with the brush. All right, see how I came too far down with the dark shadow here, but that's okay. We will correct that with some concealer. Let's go in with some liquid liner. Actually, let's go in with Costa Riche brown eyeliner from MAC. Now, to clean up the liner a little bit, I have a little smudge brush in here. I'm gonna take that BK Beauty brush, smudge it out a little to blend it and the lower. So tight on my head. Now, I'm gonna tight line a little bit. This kind of really brings out your eyes. A bunch of these from Amazon, super cheap. For your liner, the best way to clean it up is just pull waterline. Eyes are done, so now we can get to face. I'm gonna do some contour. So for contour, I do it a little lower than I would the bronzer. So I go right in the crease and just a little bit. I love this one from Makeup by Mario. It's so easy to apply. It's a nice cool tone, so it's a true contour. So you can create the shadows that give you a real contoured look. So let's go in with a BK Beauty brush. Love this one. This is a mini foundation. It's the 109. It's like the foundation, but it's the mini. And then they have a medium one also. But I like this one to just tap in that contour. I like to go up because I already put it low enough, so I don't want to pull it lower. So I could do a little tiny bit of a upward motion. So full days of eating videos will continue on this channel, even more so. We really decided we want to get into cooking. We even scheduled a little cooking class. There's a place called Sur La Table that they do little cooking classes, and we've decided we're gonna do some of those just to learn some basics too. But my meals, I'll always keep simple in terms of simple, high protein, macro friendly meals. That's the key to consistency. If you get too complicated, who's gonna do all that? You could have a complicated meal once in a while for a special occasion. Now what I've been liking to do is almost like an ombre effect, is I take this from LYS, which is more of a bronzing stick than contour. I tap it just right above where I put that contour. And I can use the same brush and just tap that in. And that will just give me more of a bronzy look and layer on top of the contour. Now I want to blend out my nose contour. And this is the Patrick Ta nose contour brush. I love it. Now let's do some blush. I'm gonna use this pink, baby pink, cool tone pink for liquid for my blush, because I want to use the new blush I got on top of it, and they go well together. And 17 from BK Beauty. It's got two sides. This is more for liquids. This is more for powders. Isn't that cool? And you could use the tip and use both, but I'm just gonna tap in this blush. Now we're gonna leave that for a second, and we're gonna go in. This is a new product. This is Color Magic from Kosas. This is a color corrector, a brightener. I use very little, and I just, in the inner part of my eye, maybe a little out here, and I'm just going to tap that in with my A506 concealer brush from BK Beauty. And this is gonna help color correct and brighten the under eye, and I will put concealer right on top of it, but I feel like this really gives you a nice bright under eye, but a little goes a long way. You do not need a lot. And that pink will color correct any blue veins. I have blue veins right in there in the corners, so that's why I need something like that. See how pretty that is? I did a tiny little drop, and look at that. So you have to make sure not to use too much. You could always go in and put more if it's not enough, but if you do too much, it's really hard to blend it out. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. This is my Natasha Denona in N5. It is a little dark, but since I did the brightener, it's actually perfect. So I'll just do that right inside the corner. And then this is where you're gonna clean up from the eyeshadow. And you angle up. This is gonna give you an instant eye lift. Great for anti-aging. See how that lifts? And then I also will put some at the tip of my nose. And then I will do a little dots in between where I had that contour. I'll do a little here. And then these lines right in here. And then we're just gonna blend that out. And I am gonna use my A506 from BK Beauty. Best concealer brush. I love it. It fits perfectly in here. And you could take it down the sides of your nose to help accentuate that contour and that chiseled nose. And then you just tap and pull upward here, and you get the instant eye lift.
She's back. Keep fighting. Mind yourself who you are.
Now that all the creams are on, oh, I lost some light. I hope it's not too dark. Stop! We go with powders. So I think that I'm gonna do blush first. This is my YSL blush. I love it. Got it with the Sephora Sale. And we will use a BK Beauty, the Nikki LaRose, in 15. Tap into it, tap excess off, tap it on. I go high. You don't wanna drag it down. You also don't want to get into your concealer area, but be cautious of that. I always tap a little on my nose too. All right, love this blush, I really do. Has a slight shimmer to it. I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer. This is the Gucci bronzer. I heard that Dior bronzer is really good, but I will not be needing it for a very long time because I have this. But the new Dior bronzer is supposed to be really good. This is the 104. I love this brush, BK Beauty. Tap into that, and then just lightly where the sun would hit. Give it a nice sun-kissed glow. The nose too, just lightly. All right, now for powder. Now I would normally probably use my loose powder, my Makeup by Mario, but since we're trying new makeup, I wanted to show you guys the Givenchy press powder, which is excellent for on the go because it has this. So if you're like a little oily and you want to clean up, you could use the little brush. It's actually a pretty good brush, but here it is. And this is probably my favorite brush from BK Beauty. It's the N14. And this is the one that if it's like a mini beauty blender and a concealer brush had a baby, you can use it for liquid or cream products. But I touch into all the colors of this powder, and you can get right in there and you just tap, like bounce. And it's like a beauty blender vibes. I love it. The difference here versus here. Now I'll get a bigger, fluffier brush, tap into it and go everywhere else. Lips too. Probably my favorite thing that I bought all year. You guys know I talk about it all the time. My Dior face palette. I'll just put this everywhere. Let's go in with my favorites. The bronzy color will go right on my lid, just with my fingers, so easy. And then the light, like champagne-y color, and the white. I'll tap into both, the tip of my nose, and the bridge, but only the top part of the bridge. This gives you a nice illusion of a little button nose. I will take my pinky and do the inner corner. Now, let's pick a lip combo. Good, my sharpener is in here. I've been using a lot of MAC lip combos, so let's try something different. Let's do Tower 28, color Work of Art. Iconic Nude, Charlotte Tilbury. This is where we're just going to contour a little bit so that you're gonna highlight the Cupid's bow, and then down below to give you a little more pouty look. Basically, I connect the two peaks of your Cupid's bow, and then down below, create a little shadow. Then we're gonna go with Charlotte Tilbury, Kim KW. I'm gonna do a little Forget the Filler lip gloss just on the bottom. I'm gonna go in some setting spray. All right, that is the finished makeup look. I took off my leopard, put a little curls in my hair, and that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Get Ready With Me. Sound off in the comments. What do you wanna see? Is there something I can show you how to do, something I can help you with? Remember, on this channel, I really do like to think of you guys as my BFFs, and I want to be your midlife BFF. I'm an open book. I share everything that has worked for me and things that I go through so that you guys can take something from it and better your lives. You know what I mean? We only have one, and we need to do whatever we can to make it the best possible life. So I appreciate you all so much for your support on this channel. I can't wait to take you on my journey of this next chapter, and I'll see you guys in the next video.